Copy. Hey, Facebookers, we're back out here at Idyllwild Cranston Fire. If you guys are just tuning in, well, you just got here, and this is just starting to happen. What, 4 drops? Three drops? Oh, 3 minutes. Same spot. Well, we're looking at the 747. You know, it came down from the north, so I don't know if the same crew's been flying that thing the whole time, but that aircraft has been doing a lot of flying and made his way, came down from Sacramento to fight this fire out here, the Cranston Fire. We're going to stay tight on the plane. They said about 3 minutes for the drop. I don't know if he's just going to show up and do the drop. A lot of the other ones have been kind of circling around, but we'll keep the shot up for the entire ride in. We are over the Cranston Fire, or near the Cranston Fire right now. Sky 2, as it would be, is working to get that altitude to climb up over to the altitude that we're supposed to be at. So we're about 12,000 feet, you know, and we're still not above the plume of smoke. I don't know if you guys are listening on CBS, and if you're not, you should be. They were just talking about how they had a big movement of fire this afternoon around noon. One of the eastern flanks really kind of blew up. I'll get a little bit wider just for a second to show you where this thing is moving. That's going to be Lake Hemet right there. And this is going to be the south end of the fire moving eastward right now. This is they had a huge movement of fire this afternoon. And this is the area that they're really, really looking at. Really. They are working on all flanks of the fire, but this is the area that is really active right now. So they're going to keep a close eye on what's going on right there. The San Jacinto mountain is going to be the northern end. Yes, I'm going to come back to the plane. Don't worry about it. That's going to be up over in this area. So Idyllwild is going to be right here. This is going to be the area that was burning yesterday. And that's going to be the top of San Jacinto. Now, that is the area where all that smoke is making its way over the mountainside and into the Palm Springs area. So they have 2 very active flanks of fire right now. This is what they're dealing with. We're going to get up. We're going to get closer and higher. It's hot. It's a little bit windy. And poor Sky 2 is working to get us up there where we need to be. We're going to keep an eye on the 747. But we're probably in a good spot where we're going to get a decent drop. Yes, go ahead. All right, copy. Is that the doubler? No, it's not. It is a doubler. Wow. He is quite a distance away. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Right. Yeah. Yeah. We're good for that. We're good for that. Lead. Yeah, I'm playing with the camera for this, but as soon as he gets up under, he's not going to get underneath the cloud. He should be on the outside of the cloud, so the lighting should be fine. Think he's going to do another orbit? Really? Oh, so he's going to finish the line out towards the lake. All right. So you think the DC-10s drop a lot. Wait till you see this bad boy. And see some of the other line that they have been dropping all afternoon. There he goes. In the haze, of course. He's not going to come back? He's not coming back? That was all of it? Yeah, I think he's probably split it. Live T's coming up. Copy. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to turn into it. Copy. I get some of that lake in the shot, but go ahead, assignment desk. We're going to make it through 6:30. He's right there. Standing by. He's probably coming back for another run. He's going to do another run. Yeah, let's kind of go back the other way. Copy. Copy. Oh, Fox. Where is he so I don't have to have not a picture for Fox? All right, I'll wait. Oh, I got him. Let's try to get a little bit more to the west so I have more of a shot besides just the lake and the smoke. We can see some of that backside, maybe part of Idyllwild. Yes, Micah. We'll get some of it. All right. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'll call for it. Two minutes away. Copy. We're on UHF 3. I don't know. I think he's going back. The flames are... Yeah. If it stays, that's what I'm saying. One minute away, copy. I'll say, I will make it super clear talking about, well, you know what, just roll it, just roll it, just roll it, just roll it. It's all good. You scared enough for a second? What'd you say? Yeah. I wonder if it's the same pilot or they switched him out. 10 away. Pat, Jeff, we're taking a look at one of those small parts of flame, but believe me, there is a lot of fire going on out here. Most of it's underneath the smoke. What you see right there, that little red line, that's actually one of these drops there, or one of the lines where they keep reinforcing. That's the flame retardant. We're on the south end of this fire. 7,500 acres out here the Cranston Fire has burned so far. Let's take a look at what we're seeing. Right down there in the bottom of the shot, that's a DC-10 that's coming in to do another drop right there. The southern flank is actually making a run out towards the east. That's going to be Hemet Lake right there. So it gives you an idea how far this fire has moved, especially since this afternoon. As I pan back over this way, you can see some of that 7,500 acres that's burned, and then you can actually see Idyllwild right now. This is where all that firefight was yesterday. You can right there, that line that we're showing you right there, that's where those 5 homes were lost during the firefight yesterday. Right now, though, these flames are working on 2 major flanks. The other flank is going to be up here towards the top of San Jacinto Mountain. That's going to be the northern flank, and then of course what they're really keeping an eye on right now is this movement out towards the east down over by Hemet Lake. Live in Sky 2, I'm Stu Mundel. Back to you two in the studio. Yep. So Facebookers, we'll see him when he comes back around, or her. We're not really sure, but we'll see the DC-10. Let's just go with that. We'll see that DC-10 when he comes back around there. We're looking at a lot of this open flames. They were asking about fire earlier on. That's the thing is we're trying to mix up the shots. This is an area that I am a little concerned about right there. You got a lot of open fire right next to some homes, and it does actually look like that may be a structure, more like an outbuilding burning right there. I talked to Brennan. Brennan, keep an eye on that right there. It's that spot in the center. No, it's inside the line. That's a house. Those are 2 outbuildings, and it looks like part of the farm area is starting to go up to some of the farm buildings. Yes, it is. It's a building. It's a building. I'm not sure if it's a house. Sure. Go ahead. Yes. Yes, we are. No, this is actually going to be closer to the spot where it started. This is going to be near the start point. Yeah. Okay, I'm standing by. Yes, please. Yes, I know. Oh yeah, sadly we do. When we were poking around in that smoke, we actually found another structure going up. It looks like a bunch of farm buildings out here, a big main house, and then smaller buildings on the outside of it. Don't know if these are actually homes. Right now the smoke is actually really starting to cover up that area again. That's what we were dealing with yesterday as well. But you can clearly see inside there a couple of structures burning, other structures starting to take off. It seems to be a farm type of situation out here, or a building out here. You can see there's the main house. It's going to be off of Highway 74, but this is well inside the fire line. This is going to be closer to where that fire started yesterday. Sadly, it does seem like another structure is starting to take off. There is structure protection here. You see that fire truck right there in the Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The greenhouses are burning. I can't believe they're not trying to. I mean, yeah. Copy. Yeah, that's going to be off of Highway 74. Sorry, guys. Oh, they said cables. I thought you said tables. Cable. I don't have cable at my house. Nope. Can't afford it. Oh, dude, it's like, what were you paying? Like $200 a month? Yeah, it's like, and for what? I mean, basically, everything we watch is streamed. But of course we have an antenna to watch CBS and KCAL. Yeah, that looks like a barn. That looks, hey Micah. Micah. Okie dokie. And that probably would explain a lot too, why the firefighters aren't over there, you know, trying to put some water on it. They got all their hose lines around the actual homes. I was kind of wondering what was going on right there. Cabio. Where are the helicopters dropping water? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Right. And they wouldn't have them over here because of all the fixed. What? Definitely Riverside County, and I would actually say, I'm trying to get a name for you. I'd actually say this is close to Mountain Center. This is close to Mountain Center. It's off the 74, close to Mountain Center. But yeah, it's just part of the Cranston Fire, Riverside County of Cranston Fire. Ooh, there's more fire out towards the top of the screen. That's just brush. There you go. Pat just said it. Get an antenna. Stand by my pic. I stand by these pictures. Copy. I knew it. Yes. Yes, I was just trying to get that for Micah, and I think this is actually very close to Mountain Center. I'm using the lake as a reference, and that's the 74, and I think that is very close to Mountain Center. All right, copy. Copy, thank you. Minute away. I know it's a little early. Can we turn back to the west? This is going to be near Mountain Center, and it's going to be off the near the 74 and Oak Knoll roads. Yeah, but they want this. If I show that now, everybody's going to start come unglued. 30. You're 10 away. That's right. We're counting at least 4 structures out here. This looks like a small ranch. These seem to be outbuildings. Obviously, we can't confirm that from a distance we're looking, but we do know 2 greenhouses and what appears to be 2 outbuildings out there burning, possibly barns. You can see fire department down there. This is going to be on or near the intersection of Oak Knoll Road and the 74 highway. So this is going to be very close to Mountain Center, and this is going to be well inside the fire line. This is an area that burned where the fire had basically passed through this area earlier on, maybe even yesterday. You can see some of that burn right there in the shot, but then there's always those embers out here. So the fire department, they have structure protection in place. They are keeping the homes safe. They're keeping an eye, obviously, on those outbuildings that are completely involved in fire right now. We know that there's no injuries here, and hopefully there's been evacuations happened yesterday, so hopefully this area has no pets or animals in there, as those are barns. Right now, though, the fire still stands at 7,500 acres. This is just one small piece of a very huge fire out here, the Cranston fire out in the Idyllwild area. Live in Sky 2, I'm Stu Mundel. Back to you two in the studio. So our buddies on Facebook, you can see some wind moving down there. So everybody wants to see this because these are structures opposed to just brush that's burning. I'm going to get the extender out as I as I pull back, just to guys show you some, for the folks that are on Facebook, you guys, I'm sure you're here for other than just those spectacular pictures. This is going to be the south end of the fire. This is going to be the south end of the Cranston fire. And right there you have that FOS check line that they've been laying down all afternoon. The smoke really starting to cover it up. There is quite a bit of distance between the actual active fire line and that FOS check line. Right there in the shot also is going to be the Hemet Lake, and in that smoke is going to be the 74 freeway. While we were watching those 2 structures burning right there, they actually completed that line. Another aircraft out here, the BAF, did another small drop, basically completing or, you know, reinforcing the line that's here and then filling in the gaps. So the southern line is really what they're worried about right now, even though the flames are starting to move basically more to the east down there. There's a lot of active fire out there. Now, there are hot spots in this area in the center of the screen. That's part of the 7,400 acres that have burned out here. Those hot spots, everybody knows it, get a little bit of a wind out there, a little bit of fuel, and they really start to explode into flames. This is what we're seeing here on this hillside. And then again, every now and then you can see inside the fire line, you'll see some of these past attempts to keep the fire in check. Right now, we're hopeful that the new line is going to hold. This is, again, the southern end of the fire. The fire is basically burning off to the east right now. The northern flank This is what's going to be basically affecting everybody on the other side of that San Jacinto Mountain, Jacinto Mountain, Stu. And you actually can see like the winds are pushing that smoke up over that hillside and down onto the other side. What's over there? Well, that's going to be the Palm Springs area. That's going to be, is it going to be Palm Springs? It is. It's going to be Cathedral City. It's going to be Cabazon, maybe. But Palm Springs proper is on the other side of that hill. And that's one of the reasons why they evacuated the trams. Right now, as far as Idyllwild is concerned, I would say Idyllwild's safe right now. Obviously, things could change in a heartbeat if the winds shift. They would have to actually do a complete 180. But if it would happen, this firefight would be crazy right in this area. But you can see they have already laid down Phos-Check yesterday up on this hillside, just in case that happens. Right now, though, we see 4 structures burning off of Oak Knoll and the 74. I'll push into that in a second. This is the what I was looking for earlier on when I was saying, a little bit of wind and a little bit of fuel, and you've got a lot of fire. That's going to be right there. And there's a lot of this going on. That's what all that smoke is being generated from. Hey, Micah, what's up? 5:45. Okay, copy. But, I keep saying because I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. This shot right here kind of shows you how these firefights work and how difficult it is. This is the area that's been burning since yesterday. So the fire apparently started down in this area down here. Arson is what they're suspecting. Everybody knows by now that they have one person in custody. But you can see how that fire basically went through this valley. But some areas almost unscathed. There's some ranches down here, some homes down in this area, and the fire basically just kind of went right by here. There is structure protection down there right now. We were watching that one, appears to be a ranch. We've got a couple of outbuildings burning out there, and then you can see new fire just popping up right there. And that's what these firefighters are dealing with. When these hot spots pop up, they got to keep an eye on it. There's a lot of trees right next to some of these homes out here. And so these firefighters really working this afternoon. Doesn't feel like 12,000 feet. Right, I know, that's what I'm saying. Seems like we were higher yesterday. Yeah. I wonder if these are additional engines. They're probably not coming here to help. It looks like they're going to other locations. Just going down the 74. Probably that flank there might. I'm sure there's homes underneath that as well. Oh, they're slowing down. So I know everybody wants to keep an eye on those structures that are burning, but other folks, they are fans of the aerial firefight. Looks like one of the either the DC-10, is it the 10 or the MD-87? We know it's DC-10, says so right on it. He's got his spot, and another amazing drop by the DC-10. These tankers, we're guessing, I'm pretty sure they're going out to San Bernardino to pick up the Phos-Chek and then making their way back over here. And they are really, really working on this southern line of the fire out here. Don't know if it's those hot spots that are concerning them, or maybe even they might have information about a change in the winds, but you can see how they're really working this line right here, trying to keep, there's some structures down there as well, but they keep reinforcing this southern line. So this seems to be an area that they are very concerned about. I'm going to pan back the other way to the east and kind of show you how long of a line that is. That's got to be 10, maybe 20 miles worth of Phos-Chek right there. And they keep coming back and keep reinforcing it. And I'm listening to the off air, and they're talking about Ozo-Montley. Just letting you know, we're going to be, it's all of us. We're going to be interviewing them for the podcast in the air with Stu Mundel tomorrow. So just kind of throwing that in there. A little selfless, shameless self-promotion. Well, it's for CBS, so I think I can. Oh, I remember that. Two minutes away, copy. Okay, copy. I'll keep it tight. And yes, Brennan, stay over here. All right, Cole. Copy. Yeah. Why? What do you got? One five. Stand by. Well, Jeff and Pat, those 4 structures that we were keeping an eye on now almost completely burned themselves out. You can see a lot of fire crews down there on the 74 making their way past this area. They're working out towards the east where there is a lot of active fire out there as well. And just in the last couple of minutes, another hot spot just has popped up right there. You can see fire crews out here, structure protection actually nearby these homes. This is happening throughout this area. 7,500 acres have burned out here at the Cranston fire. As we get a little bit of a wider shot here, you can see some of the areas that have burned. We're on the south side of the fire, and as we look up towards the north, you can actually see Idyllwild now kind of safe, but a lot of fire activity out there on San Jacinto Mountain as the flames are reaching that peak, and basically all that smoke, what's on the other side? That's the Palm Springs area. Live in Sky 2, I'm Stu Mundel. Back to you two in the studio. It's not even 6 yet, man. Just updating you guys on the fuel. We're good for 6:30. I think I saw it. I just was looking at the fire base right there. You got dozers and crews. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. I hope they bring us back in time. By the lake? MD 87, Dave. Of what? They're saying 75. Oh, 11,000. Yeah. Hey, check the numbers when you can. Brennan's just here in the air attack say that they just mapped it and it's 11,000 acres. All right, I am going to use the power of our Facebook Live and the internet. So hey Courtney. All right, I'll mention it, even if they don't have confirmation. I won't, I'll say we're hearing or something like that. So if Sumatra is listening at the net, whereabouts on the 74 were you asking us where it jumped it? Because it's jumped it many times, especially for over here. But if you're talking more towards the east, I will try and look. We'll try and see it because I think the 74 turns up to the north. I mean, no, let's just stay here. I think the north side is just going to be a lot of smoke and not very attractive. Oh, like that same thing, but looking. Yeah, we can do that. A big plane or little plane? Oh, the BAF. Oh, 10. Oh, no. MD 87. All right. Excuse me? Yeah. What? Wow. That's crazy. Listen. Wow. Yeah, now we can start moving back. Please and thank you. Routine chase. Yeah, that's not going to work. No, then I want to just kind of go from show where the fire started. Just keep moving. Yeah, just keep going south. If I can do it, I can do it. Yes, you can. I have no privacy settings. Yeah, maybe I should have some privacy settings. All right. Let me see what I can do. So blah, 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 fire there, blah, 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 11,000 acres, blah, blah, blah. This is the area where it started off the 74. Yeah, that's going to work. Yeah, you can keep moving this a little bit, but yeah, it should work out. Oh, I'm just playing. That's perfect. Gabriel. Well, we're looking at that property where there was 2 buildings and 2 greenhouses and 1 van burning just about less than an hour ago. Those flames totally devastated those buildings. They're basically burned to the ground. That's going to be right off the 74, and this is actually going to be in an area that's where the fire basically had burned through, and this is what the firefighters are dealing with, a lot of hot spots. That's off the 74. I'm going to pan actually over to the west right now and show you the entire area that's burned. This is going to be the 74. This is where the fire started yesterday, and now they were saying 7,500 acres. We're getting information that number might be as high as 11,000 acres. That just coming to us recently. That's what's burned. Over here on the shot right now, this is going to be the southern flank. Cal Fire using the heavy equipment. The giant 747 was out here earlier this afternoon dropping lines, the DC-10 and the MD-87, all reinforcing that line to the south. As Nicole was talking about, the flames really moving out, the active fires really moving out towards the east. You can see that huge plume out there. There are communities in that area too that are being evacuated up to the north and over towards this towards the Palm Springs area, San Jacinto Mountain. A lot of active flames, but pretty much the fire in this area working its way to the top of the hill and then burning itself out. Live in Sky 2 over the Cranston Fire. I'm Stu Mundel. Pat, back to you. A little bit. I just was glancing at it. That's the guy that jumped off the bridge and landed on the boat. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think he hurt somebody on the boat more than he hurt himself. Yeah. Sumatra, you know how it goes. We got kind of buried in all the other stuff going on. But I can show you if you're still watching. I think you said you got what you needed. I know you said you got what you needed. But that's the 74 right there, and you can see it definitely has jumped the 74 in many spots. But I think what you're concerned about is basically out over towards the east side, where it moves down to the south, and it has. It's cleared that, and it's heading out towards those other smaller communities that they keep talking about that are under mandatory evacuation. Okay. If we have something shockingly over the top, we will definitely shout it out. Otherwise, it's going to be like wide. Yankee Juliet. Yeah, that's you know, the fire department knows that. You think? End of the show. Clouds are actually moving right now, and you're getting the clouds. The smoke is actually moving, and we're actually getting a lot of sunlight peeking through here for the first time in a long time, making for interesting camera work. Yeah, the wind's definitely changing up right now, moving to the north actually. Well, I'll ask right at the right. That's probably the better plan. It's always interesting to see how just a little bit of a wind change just changes up the entire picture of what this fire looks like. They're probably looking at that south line going, oh, now we gotta do one to the north. Wonder where he's going to drop. I was going to say, it would be cool to get him coming at us doing a drop. But I think he's probably going to be dropped like right underneath us. Oh yeah, that's the area, that's where the BAE did its little thing, BAF or whatever. There's a few minutes ago. What, more to the west? Oh, I was saying him coming towards us. Oh, you think he's gonna go? Oh, you think he's going that way? Oh, yeah. I don't think we'll make it in time. Yeah, that's what I'm. See, that's what I was saying. I mean, if we could have been way to the west. Is he? Yeah. Yeah, it's like one of the first times we haven't had to deal with all kinds of smoke shooting this. So now, if it's an ugly shot, it's my fault. It's my fault. Yeah, it's a little soft. There we go. Off into the smoke he goes. Yeah, let's kind of stay over here for the goodbye shot. That way we got the sun to our back and we got the perspective. Or the perspective. Oh no. Yeah, it's past. We still got more than 8 minutes. Yeah. Everybody's getting $15 an hour, so yeah. Do the math. That's a lot of money. Maybe he's lost. Gonna stop for directions. All right, I got the lead plane, but DC or the MD, I got nada. Yeah, let's wander more to the west, please. Alrighty. That makes me think we're eating at French Valley again. That makes me think we're going to be eating at French Valley again, the way she worded that. Yeah, Courtney, the way she said it. Oh, I was just telling Brennan, the way you said that, we're probably going to be eating at French Valley. Oh, okay. All right. Just turn a little bit so we don't get the skid, so we get all the big smoke. Big smoke. Rotolo. Ooh, I wonder if the smoke is going to clear enough. I doubt it. It's not going to be enough smoke. I mean, enough clearing. I'd be saying the same thing. Where's Pat? Where's Pat? Oh, and Garth. 600. Copy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Copy. Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. 9 hotel to the assignment desk on 1. Checking in. The show is over. Are we headed back towards base, or what is our plan? All right, copy. Head back towards French Valley. Go ahead, go ahead. Copy, then I will stop trying to watch it. Thank you. We're headed back to French Valley for fuel and food. Oh, on YouTube. On YouTube? What? I didn't even know. Wow, YouTube. I did not know. I would have